might be one of my most embarrassing moments right now. So if you remember back in the episode where I talked about the Earth being 312 years old, yep, a good buddy of mine showed me a graph. I was off. And so we have this bet going on. When your research is wrong, you have to get an earring. So my buddy Dennis picked this ring, this diamond. So that's to show the others that I was off. So yes, my information is, I don't know how I missed the decibel but it's 7,312 years old. Hey, I'm only human, and we all make mistakes. That's why you have other people to check your work. Luckily, I'm in a great group, and I have a great friend by the name of Dennis. And yeah, I'm gonna get him. Now I'm gonna double check his work because I want to cover his ears and earrings. But today, let's jump in to maybe the first conspiracy theorists were sailors, and they believe they swear by it that there are these mermaids, sirens in the water that would get them all riled up, and then the sailors would follow them into rocks and sink the ships. And the sirens' job, when they do that, because they work side by side with sharks, get the sailors in the water, sharks feed. So that's how that worked in the water. And I will tell you a story. Many people have stories about sirens and other creatures of the sea, but this is my story. So I went on a boat trip with a couple people, and we were only out there for, I think it was 11 days or 12 days. But by day 10, you're so horny. And it's all men on the boat. We were out there, researching and doing a little fishing. We were right off of Rhode Island out there. And we were about 600 miles out offshore when we ran into the sirens. But we got so horny. And I think the universe, God, whatever was out there, that our pilot, that our captain was a gay man. Because I did see sirens. They came right out. You see them at first. They first look like this. You're like, wait, is that a dolphin? With the water. It's like, is that a dolphin fin? And then you realize, as they get closer, they're doing backstrokes, and it's their boobs. So you see all these perfect water boobs coming out of the water. And then you see the fins, beautiful. And they're laughing, and their hair is just gorgeous. And you just see these boobs are out, and then they come out of the water, and they're just singing, oh, and they got these boobs. I was so riled. And the 4 other guys, we were out there just throwing nets and throwing lifelines, life jackets at them. They're laughing at us. And the captain's like, what are you guys doing down there? We're like, dude, there's these beautiful women, mermaids. And he's like, get away from them. He's screaming at us, get away. Those are sirens. They're trying to lure us in. They're tricking you. So he comes down, and he tried to throw a net on us. We were so riled up. And he dragged us to the bottom of the boat, into the kitchen, to the area where we were all sleeping and eating and stuff. So he dragged us down there, and he locked us out. And we're banging away at the door, and we could hear them. The sirens are just singing this beautiful song, laughing, splashing the boat. And he just drove through the night to get us out of there. And he dodged every rock, and they were trying. And he said later that night, the amount of shark fins surrounding the boat, because the sharks came because they're thinking, hey, the sirens are going to do their job and sink this boat. And thankfully, like I said, he was into dudes. He liked dudes, and he wasn't into the magic of the perfect boob or the perfect hair and the perfect laughter and the perfect voice of a siren, you know? So sirens are real. And I will say this, from what I've learned out there, obviously, again, we know the earth is flat, the alien station's underneath. I would love to do more research on that to find out exactly where it is they're coming from. I do have a suspicion that the Bermuda Triangle is possibly the exit zone for all of their activity and a lot of other things that come into the sea. That's another thing I'll research, and hopefully I'll have some information I can share with you. But that's my story. And for those that say, oh, sirens, mermaids don't exist, you can give them the bird, because they have no idea until they've been riled up by the sounds of a siren. And I'm not talking about a police siren or a fire truck siren, ambulance. I'm talking about these beautiful creatures that are in the water. And there's a lot of them, and they're tempting. I mean, I was this close to diving in, and thankfully a good buddy netted me and dragged me down. But like always, stick around and make sure you always triple check your research, or you're gonna be wearing earrings. And stay safe.